What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Las Vegas Raiders.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. For the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
the 39. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was covered by...
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Another fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
At the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
He was brought
A big effort that time out of Ingram. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Here's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
5-yard line.
coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the...
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Harris. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3.
Second down, Ingram. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, it's Ingram. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
The tackle made.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Up on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Ebron caught left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes, right side. Now the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10. At their
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
brought down at the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Well, this throw caught left side. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
that they got 3 points out of, they've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. In a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Being chased out left. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Randall Cobb with the completion. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Robinson's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
1st down.
And Diggs has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This one complete to Ingram. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. Offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Peterson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. But you
got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Second down and goal. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try now for Succop. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wilson on third down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out, and it's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
At the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and a couple, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
After the penalty, it's Ingram, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Ingram. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 31. Buccaneers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a Buccaneer first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Brady, it's complete to Diggs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the...
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action. Now Brady. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
complete.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Brady. He goes underneath to Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Tapped by Jonathan Cyprien. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Quandre Diggs there defensively.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ingram again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the Disco play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. Tonight,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they dip to 2 and 5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week. Charles Davis, thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So